I'm Fran Beer and I am founder of the Beeswax Wrap Co. I started getting into reducing my plastic in about 2015, 2016. I was coming to the tail end of my acupuncture degree, and as part of that I'd been really looking into environmental impacts on the body, and one of those things was plastic. I never realised that by reusing my plastic water bottle I was actually ingesting a lot of plastic. So I started to replaced my plastic water bottle for a reusable metal one. I replaced a lot of my plastic tubs for metal tubs and things like that. But the one thing that I couldn't replace was my cling film. So I looked for different alternatives to wrap my sandwiches, to cover things when I put bits and bobs in the microwave, whatever it was. There just wasn't a good viable alternative. So I did a bit of Googling, found beeswax wraps online, but you could only get them from America or Australia. And I was like, well, I'm just undoing all the good by all of that huge carbon footprint that's going to be, used to bring it over to here. So I just had a go. I'm really into crafting anyway. It took me about 6 months to get to a point where it was a really good wrap. And then friends and family, they could, see that I was using them and asked what it was. Could they have some? I then went to a market and sold them, and it went really well. And I was suddenly like, there are other people who are wanting to reduce their plastic waste as well. But then suddenly the world started to really shift on its view of plastic. And then wow, my website just went whoosh. So by January 2018, I was full-time making them. I'd given up my job. One brilliant side to it that I didn't realise until I'd sort of started using them for a couple of months was how fresh they keep your food. So in cling film, it basically just seals everything in. So the food sweats, the bacteria builds, it goes mouldy quite quickly. Whereas with the beeswax wrap, it's organic cotton, so it's beautifully breathable. The beeswax has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties. So as you wrap your food, that wrap is working really hard to actually prolong the life of your food. We source most of our beeswax from within a 30-mile radius of our workshop here in the Cotswolds. And it's just really important for us to use British beeswax because we really just thought, actually we want to support British beekeepers because obviously they're the ones that are looking after our local bee population. We had looked at buying wax from other countries, but what we did just to make sure that it was okay was send it to a lab in Germany. And what we found was that there was paraffin, there was lots of other things in this beeswax that we did not want. My core belief was that if I was going to create a sustainable product, then I didn't want to then build a business off the back of that was causing bigger issues through the supply chain. We know that we're doing the best we can to ensure that the companies that we're working with are as sustainable as possible too. So we're B Corp certified, we're Planet Mark certified, we're living wage employers, and when we're looking to collaborate and partner with bigger companies, they're looking at your track record. And I think for us, one of the things was we were named one of B Corp's Best for the World 2021, which puts us in the top 5% of B Corps who are having a positive impact on the environment. So for such a big accreditation to be able to look to us and say, yes, actually what you're doing is genuinely having a positive impact on the environment is wonderful. It was really great when we started working with Cath Kidston because obviously they've got their brilliant Cath Cares initiative and everything about us is doing better and trying to improve what we do. So it was just, in our first meeting and when we started discussing it all with them, it just seemed like this brilliant kind of harmony moment because their opinions and what they wanted to be doing with their business completely fitted with where we were going and what we were trying to do.